I'm going to swap out this steering wheel today for a MOMO wheel and a NRG quick release. It's factory 9295 Civic airbag, clock spring, all that will be coming off this wheel. It's leather wrapped Integra wheel, and all of this just to swap out a steering wheel and remove the clock spring. Just one thing else I want to show, I'm not using a horn, clock spring, none of that stuff. Hopefully this doesn't come back to haunt me, but I went ahead and cut all the wires out of there, and on the quick release I got rid of all the wires on it. Alright, one thing to make a note of here on the back of the wheel where it connects to the quick release, you can see that gap. The horn button ring doesn't want to go down into the NRG quick release, so I'm going to do a little modification on it, see if it'll fit a little bit better. Alright, this is what I tried to do. I was hoping if I just cut a little relief in that it might let it, well, I'm not going to pop that out, but it might let it go down in there, but it still didn't. I remembered I got this little piece of metal with this quick release, so maybe that goes down in there. By the way, there may have been directions with all this, but if there was, I can't find them, and I obviously didn't read them. But looks like the horn button may go down in there, but I don't know if we'll be able to use the little clip. So we'll take that off and see how it fits. Alright, the little metal ring does fit in there. You can see there's a little bit of a gap behind there with it basically flush against the quick release. The horn, without the spring on the inside of the ears, this little clip here, slides right down in there nice and snug. Now, the only problem I can see, okay, let me show you what it looks like with the wheel on here. So it's pretty flush. Now the only problem I can see is if hitting the horn a lot, I don't know, depending on how hard you hit it, it may push this ring and therefore your horn button, if I don't break it, down into the quick release. And I did push that down in there the first time, and it's a little tricky to get out of there, but I put the clip right here on the horn button, and that seemed, with this being flush, that it kind of shimmed that out to about the right level. So I might try to find something to put back in there and see how that fits. Alright, I'm just going to take a little piece of 16th inch wire and feed it down in there like a little retaining clip. See how that works. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but I got that laid in there, and that should hold a good consistent gap. Okay, with a little piece of wire behind this metal clamp, and I got a little piece of wire in between that and the back of the horn button. This is how it fits. A little bit of a gap still between the two. Okay, the 16th inch piece of wire wasn't quite big enough. So next size I had was 3/32. Okay, I'd made another little snap ring to go around here out of the 16th inch wire, but instead I just put the thicker stuff in behind this ring. So with that on there, and just pop it in there. Maybe. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, not too bad. Just barely sits down in. Alright, steering when everything's back together. Horn button on the car, got the quick release, all that. Horn button's nice and solid. It's not going anywhere. Just wanted to show a few measurements here. My hand out of the way. So you're looking, you know, a little bit under 4 inches from the column cover, you know, to the steering wheel. Alright, and the other side here, from the front of the wheel, you know, to the steering column cover, about maybe 5.5 inches or so. Overall, the wheel is skinny, but it's got some really nice grip areas on it, and it definitely is a smaller diameter than the OEM wheel. This wheel overall, about 13.5 inches or so, and the measurement across the factory Integra wheel, looking, you know, roughly 15 inches or so. Here's the Integra wheel on top of the MOMO wheel.